Hello everyone, my name is Bash and welcome back to the 1.19 Survival Series. We're in episode 8 now, and as you can see we have an elytra which we acquired on our very first live stream where we went end raiding. So I think before we begin, let's give you guys a very quick update on how that went. So let's roll the intro and begin the playback. Obviously, the first thing we did was go back into the end and make our way over to the end city portal, which opened after defeating the end dragon. After creating ourselves a nice little stone staircase, we added a trapdoor to the side and entered it just like this. That way we don't have to use ender pearls every time, and we went through the portal. Getting that remote getaway achievement, we are now on the outer edges of the end and started looking for end cities around the area. Not too shortly after, we spotted ourselves an end city, and as we got closer, we realized it was one with a ship, which means this city would get us not only our first set of shulkers, but also our very first elytra. With lots of excitement, we battled our way into the structure, defeating all of the pesky shulkers in sight and making our way up to the top without being levitated so far up that we drop to our deaths. Since we don't have an elytra yet, this is the scariest part about taking on our first end city. As you can see, it was quite the battle, and I think that I'll let Streamer Bash take it from here.
Okay, we're going. Oh my god. Oh god. Okay, so we got replenished. If we get under here and deflect these. Oh no. Oh no. We cannot get hit by another one. Okay. Let's get down here. And let's get this elytra. Yes. Okay. Diamonds will take those. More diamonds will take those. Okay. Yeah. First flight.
We're jumping straight into a time lapse now because unfortunately there was a little bit of lost footage between then and now, but to sum it up, we haven't done a whole lot of building in the last couple episodes, so we're going to try to do a lot of that in this one, starting with this beautiful beehive design in order to house our honey farm and our honeycomb farm. I hope you guys enjoy. When creating a bee farm, you need a lot of glass bottles in order to collect the honey, and in order to get glass bottles, you need a lot of sand, which we were once again out of. So we went back to the desert and collected a bunch of that. Taking a little detour from the bee farm, Live has convinced me that I need netherite armor and tools, so we got some extra sand while we were out collecting and used the leftover gunpowder we had lying around to make this TNT. Let's go ahead and start blowing this place up. Alright, now that we have the ancient debris in the furnaces smelting into netherite scraps, let's go ahead and get back to the bee farm. Originally, I wanted to use actual honey blocks for the honey spilling down the side of the build and honeycomb blocks for the floor, but obviously we don't have either of those yet, so we improvised by using yellow terracotta for the honey and yellow glazed terracotta for the floor, and I think it looks great. We have been distracted by Live once again, and Live decided that we needed to name our horse, and the name we came up with was Harry Harold Horseman, which honestly I think is absolutely hilarious. So let's go ahead and take this name tag, and let's go find our horse. There he is right up front, and let's give him the name. That's hilarious. I love it. And yet again, the Live wants Barry the Bear named to the black sheep. Okay. Back to the serious business. Our netherite ingots have been crafted. Let's make a smithing table and set it down. Let's grab our armor and tools. The rest of our gear's in our shulker here. Okay, so sword first. Next, let's do the pickaxe. Oops, switch these around. Okay. And let's do the shovel. Let's do the axe. Now for the armor, let's go ahead and do the helmet. Done. The leggings. Oh, I keep switching those up. There we go. The chest plate. And last but not least, the boots. And oh, that's awesome. Challenge completed. Cover me in debris. Perfect. Now we are all stacked up on netherite, and if we want our backup gear, we're gonna have to go another time because I am sick of netherite mining. Once again, let's get back to the bee farms. I've started laying out the redstone inside of here, and these farms are designed by Il Mango. If you guys want to check out his designs, I'll put a link to his tutorial in the description. Other than that, we'll be back as soon as these are completed. I am now just placing some glass bottles in these dispensers, and I believe this is completed. We'll have to give it some testing time to see if it'll work. I'm not sure if this layout will be 100%, but we'll give it some time and we'll get started on the next task while this runs. As I had mentioned earlier, I want to give you guys a couple beautiful builds in this episode to make up for the lack of builds in the last couple episodes. The build we're working on now is going to act as a bridge across our body of water, but it won't be a basic bridge. The design is going to give the effect that there was a tall tree standing on the shoreline but has fallen and is now rotting away, resulting in the center to be hollow. The people who live here now are traveling through the center of the log to get to the other side. We did the entire build on live stream, and while I was doing it, I unfortunately had a bit of a creator's block and was really struggling to get the shape right, but fortunately one of my viewers was able to help me through it, so shout out to Sydney, and I hope you guys enjoy. After our building, we decided to make the area a little more aesthetically appealing, and the creeper farm was a real eyesore, so we removed it and we brought it out to where the raid farm is to start a bit of an industrial district. By far, the hardest part about this was relocating all of the cats, but don't worry, we were successful. Alright, so I wanted to AFK this farm a little bit because another reason I wanted to relocate it was because this is over water, and water is obviously non-spawnable, so we should have better results. Oh yeah, that's a lot of creepers. That's definitely going to create more product. And just one last thing before we go, I wanted to show you guys how I switched up the bee farm. We're now getting results where before we were not, and that's simply because the bees wanted to go to other flowers that they couldn't reach, so now they have free roam and we can get all of the products that we need. Once again, I would like to take the time to thank all of you who have made it to the end of the episode. I really appreciate you guys more than you could ever know. As I've mentioned before, I originally started the channel in order to earn some extra money for my daughter that we had back in July, and we've made some amazing accomplishments since then, but there's always more success to be achieved. If you guys could take the time to subscribe, I would be super thankful, and if you enjoyed, make sure you bash that like button, and if you want to become a basher and interact with me and maybe ask me some questions, be sure to join the Discord linked on my page. If you want sneak peeks into future episodes and maybe just have some fun, be sure to join our live streams. I try to do them as regularly as I can. Other than that, my name is Bash, and this has been episode 8. We'll see you guys in the next one.